If you're new to strength training, this is the class for you. I'll be using lighter weight, higher reps, and something to sit on like a chair or a step. You ready? Let's get started. I've got 5s and 10s, but choose weights that challenge you with good form. A lighter and a heavier. We're gonna start lighter. So I'm gonna start with my 5. So make sure when you're bending down to pick up and put down weights that you're keeping a nice flat back, or you can put them on your chair for now. Okay, so we're gonna bring it up, little hammer curl. Now I know this weight is light, but we're gonna keep adding on to it, okay? A little twist at the top. So we're gonna build little combinations of movements. Keep those elbows right next to you. And then front raise, so one arm and other arm. Slight bend in the elbow, you've got those knees bent. You're trying to get those elbows shoulder height. All right, bicep curl. A little supination, turning it out and in. And then front raise alternate. So we'll add on. Bicep curl first. 2 more. And then front raise. Good, 2 more. Okay, both arms out slowly, 2-2. Lift with your elbows and down. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Now you can always bend the arms more if you need to. You're trying to get those elbows shoulder height. Take your time. 2 more. So whenever we do this move, it'll be this speed. Let's go back to that bicep curl. Turn in. 2 more. Squeeze the biceps. Front raise alternate. 4, 3, 2. Now lateral raise. Remember, this one's slower. And down. Think about lifting from the elbow. 2 more. Last one. Now you're going to get your feet apart. We're going to add in some legs here. Weights by your side. Sit back into a squat and back up. So you want to keep the shoulders back, chest lifted. You could be sitting into your chair if you like. That's an option. I'm going to scoot back a little bit so you can see me better. And up. So let those hips shift back. So what you want to avoid is this. And also going straight down. Okay, make sure you're sitting back. Okay. We're going to be putting this together. Try to press into both feet evenly. Do you remember all the moves? It's okay if you don't. Okay, bicep. 4, 3, and then front raise alternate. 1 more each way. Lateral raise slowly. Lift, down, lift, down. 2 more, then we got the squats. 1 more. Nice, slow, and controlled squat. Sit back, back. Okay, so we're going to be cutting these reps in half. 1 more. Here's your bicep curl. 1 more. Front raise, 1 each arm. Lateral raise, it's still slow. And then 1 squat. Back. Can we do that 1 more time? Bicep. 1 more. Front raise, alternate. Lateral raise, slowly. Squat. Okay, now keep the squat, but turn out a little bit more. Bring the weight in center. So we're moving on. So feet are a little bit farther apart. Okay, I'm going to give you an option here. You're going to come down. You're going to lift. You're going to bring it down. Bring it up. Down. lift, down, up. If that's too much on your low back, put one weight down or both, or just hold the squat. So we're just holding there, abs engaged. Hold it up. Now take the arms all the way overhead. Now this should be a light weight. And down. Overhead raise. I've got my palms facing one another, but if it's more comfortable, thumbs in, you could do that. So you should be using control on this, not arching your back to get that weight up there. We're going to go back to that squat with that little raise, okay? Down, lift, and then overhead raise. Lift, down, overhead, squat, front raise, lift, down, overhead raise, up, down. Okay, we have one more set. Squat. So you don't have to lift that weight. Up, all the way up. You could do one arm at a time here if you like. One more. Okay, set the weight down. Get water anytime you need it. So here's where you're going to need a chair or something to lean on. I just used my step. We won't be stepping up on it, don't worry. Something you can lean on, okay? Depending on your height and your leg length, depends on how flat you need to be and how far away. So you want a nice flat back from head to hips. Now lift and lower. Keep the abs engaged. Always. Slowly. You're standing on a slightly bent leg. So you're not putting all that weight on the shoulders. You're keeping your abs pulled in. Take your time. Squeeze the glutes as you go down. All right, listen, come up. Now bring that heel in. In, straighten, and down. Same leg. Up, in. Squeeze the hamstring. Pull it in. Take it out. One more. Now the leg that's lifting is going to be your front leg. Stand up. That same leg that was lifting, stagger your stance. This is the front leg. I tip forward. I come up. So my hips shift back, just like I did in the warm-up. My shoulders stay back. You should feel the hamstring shift back. So nice flat back. We'll be doing this again, and you're welcome to add weight to it. Right now, I want to get the motion. And up. So shift back. Feel that stretch. Okay? One more. Okay. We're going back where we started. Same leg, same everything. Come back. So adjust this leg. Okay, depends on your height again. Up and down. Up and down. Try to keep those hips square to the floor. Light on the hands. You got two more. Working the low back, the glute, and the hamstring. Now come up, and we're going to add that slow leg curl. Squeeze in, take it back, and down. Up. Squeeze in. Bring that heel as close to you as you can. Two more, and then we got that staggered stance. Romanian deadlift. One more. Feel free to grab weight for this next set if you want to. I think I will. I'll grab my 10. So we got that single leg. Only if you can keep good form though. Same leg. Remember, the leg that was lifting is your front leg. Now I like to keep the weights back. I find that when the weights go forward, more likely to drop the shoulder, right? So you want to be able to keep those shoulders retracted. Shift back. As soon as those hips stop shifting back, that's your end point. You don't keep going. Push into the heel. Perfect, you got 4 more. You got 2 more, and then you're gonna need 1 heavier weight for rows for this same arm, so we can keep it straight in our heads, right? Okay, so I'm gonna put 1 weight down, and I'm gonna grab a lighter weight as well, because I'll be using that. So I've got a heavier weight, same leg that was going back is now the arm. Chair for support, okay? Pull back. Go forward slightly. Now think about pulling that shoulder blade back and in. So see how my shoulder goes down and then back and in. Nice flat back, so you don't want to be so close that you're rounded. Okay. All right, now come to the top of this and only let go a little bit. And then all the way down. So think about that elbow coming back. It's a little partial, all the way down. Feel that stretch in your lat. Up. Down. Up. Partial. Now we got a 4-4 count. So 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Notice my elbow doesn't go way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. Okay, set that down. Quick rest, because I know that's a lot of time spent in that forward position. We're going to go back down, and we're going to grab our lighter weight for a fly, and then an overhead. So it needs to be light. Okay, so I'm going to grab my 5. So get your stance. Wider is always going to be a little bit easier on the lower back because it's easier to keep that back flat. So I'm going to be on the corner of my chair. Slight bend in that elbow. Okay, lift and lower. Now go overhead, thumb in or thumb up. And out to the side. Now this movement right here is really going to dictate what weight you can use. More than likely, you're going to be weakest there. Up. And down. So make sure you choose a weight that isn't just pulling you back down to the floor. You can control it on the way down. Even if it's no weight, you're still lifting the weight of that arm against gravity. 2 more each way. How's that low back looking? You're not tucked under with the hip, right? 1 more. Nice job. Okay, bring yourself up. Release that low back. I know it's a lot. So we got to do everything on the other side. So I'm going to walk over here so you can see me. I don't need those. I have a tendency to trip on stuff. I can't be trusted. And maybe you're the same way. So we get into that nice flat back. Walk out. Now remember, you're on the other leg, okay? Make sure you switch legs. Up and down. Guide it. That's why I choose slower music, and we go slower. More time under tension. I want you to really think about those muscles that are working. That's the lower back. Of course, the chest, the shoulders, abs. There's lots of things going on here. All right, here's where we're going to bring it up. Bring that heel in. Squeeze the hamstring. And then down. So you're trying to maintain that height. Now, if you need to not go as high, totally fine. Go again. So make sure you're standing on a bent leg. Okay, you got 2 more. We're gonna do that staggered stance. I'm gonna do it without weight because I did that on the other side. So that leg that was up, this leg is now the front leg here. Okay, you're in that staggered stance. Shift your hips back. Shifting back, pulling up. So if you've got really tight hamstrings, you might find that you can't go very far, and that's okay. You just got to work with the range of motion that you have. Keep those shoulders back. So I'm really driving into this heel. Of course, my toes are down. They help me balance, distribute the weight. Okay, we got 4 more, and we're going to do that second set. So I will be adding weight to this on the second set. 2 more. Last one. All right. Get in place. So same side. Get my ponytail out of the way. Darn you, ponytail. All right, bring it up. Standing on a bent leg. Take your time. Abs engaged, right? You're doing that. Okay, we got that leg curl. Come up, in, out, down. Two more. One more, and then I'm going to grab weight. And down. So it's still that leg. I did my 10s last time, I do believe. Remember, lighter weight, no weight. Get the work on that range of motion, work on your form. All right? Remember to shift the weight back into that hip. Back. Up. So keep those shoulders retracted. That's the tough part, is sometimes our shoulders just want to drop. So you got to be mindful of it. Squeeze up. So you want to bring it back up to neutral, don't arch. Push into the floor with the heel. Slight bend in that knee throughout the movement. You got 3 more. Last one. We're going to put one weight down and we've got the rows. Okay, same arm, same leg, right? I'm giving you time for your low back to rest. A lot of time in that bent over position. But remember, you get stronger when you do that. So let that shoulder drop, pull back, take it down. Nice wide stance with the feet. So you don't want to be too close, you don't want to be rounded, and you don't want to be up here. You could be higher up, but you got to pull back at an angle. So reach. Okay, one more and then we'll add the partials. Yippee! All right, bring it up. Little partial right there. All the way down. Feel that stretch. So check your alignment. Nice flat back. Sometimes I always think it's a good idea to work out in front of a mirror. So you can check that kind of thing. All right, we've got that 4-4 count. We only have 2 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. Go forward with the weight. Just one more. Down. Set it down. Now you'll go lighter. Little rest for your low back. So remember, we got the fly. We've got that overhead shoulder extension. All right, whenever you're ready. Okay. All right, here we go. And then over. So you may be stronger or more mobile on one side than the other. Remember, your form is the most important thing. So if you find that you can't manage the weight or your form feels off, go lighter or use no weight. Just work on that range of motion, work on your form. 2 more. One more. Last one. All right, set it down. Okay, here's where we're gonna sit, but we're gonna stand as well. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. So I'm gonna turn this so it's on an angle, just so you can see me a little better. Now, it depends on the height of what you're using. I kind of measured it before I got started, so it's about parallel for my thighs, because it really just depends on your height, your leg length. So you're gonna sit, feet about hip width apart, hands in front of you, come up, sit down. Now, if you need support there, you can have your hands high on your thigh. Try to avoid this, okay? Try to stay upright, drive into your heels. So notice, I don't have my feet way back, so my knees go forward. Sit back. Now, hopefully you're on something stable. We don't want it sliding back, you know, that pulling the chair out of the way kind of trick. You don't want that. Up, back. So right now, this is full range for us, whatever our chair height is. But we're going to do some little baby reps in there. You're going to come up and go down. Come up and go down. Driving the heels like you're going to get up and then you change your mind. Try not to plop. All the way up, all the way down. So if you feel any discomfort in the knees, check your stance. Make sure you're not too close to the heels to your chair. And you're driving in the heels. Those little partials, up and down, up and down. One more. Okay, one more set, all the way up, down. Whenever I start with new clients that have never really done strength training, I'll have them squat onto a bench with weights, if they can handle that. Now partials, which we're going to do in a second. But remember, you don't have to. So notice if your body's trying to do this, okay? Try to stay upright. Dink, stand up. Okay, we'll go back to that, and you can decide if you want to use weights. We won't do partials next time. We got some balance. Okay, so if you need something to hang on to, definitely get that. Okay, so I'm going to start with your right leg here. So this is not blocking the view of my legs. Okay, so I'm going to stand on my right leg, so it should be your left leg. That might be your weaker or stronger side, but we're going to do both. Okay, stand on a bent leg. Forward and back. Forward and back. So I'm not touching the floor. Now, of course, if you need to, do it. Work in stability, balance.
Everything I do is grooving. Life is a grooving.
Okay, so that's your option. Or higher and back hinge. Higher that, obviously, now you saw me. I start with my not so good side on purpose. And then hinge. So pick a height that challenges you, but you're not falling all over the place. Remember, you can hold on to something. Notice where you're feeling this in the standing leg. Hold it. Now give that leg a little shake. Woo. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. stand on a bent leg. Okay, forward, back. So smaller, closer to the floor. Wherever you can tap your toe, you could tap. You could tap.
But that of the killer funky is. I'm the king of all the funky people. I'm the king of all the groovy.
When I start singing, it means I'm losing my balance. Make it bigger if you want. Back.
Right on funk, y'all.
So find a spot to help you balance for your eyes. Woo. Tap whenever you need to. So I thought this was my better side. I didn't sleep well last night, so that can definitely affect your balance. Woo. One more. All right, we got that chair squat again. I'm going to use weight this time. I'm going to use one. So I'm going to sit catty corner because I want you to be able to see. Weight high. All right, all the way up. Now, if you're like, I don't need a chair, don't use it. Drive into the heels. Press those knees outward. What you want to avoid is this, right? Newborn deer. Don't do the Bambi. Press those knees outward. Engage your hips. So you're trying not to plop into your chair, right? Taking your time. Sit back. Now I like to keep the weight high because it's easier on the low back, but it also reminds you not to lean forward. Okay, you got 4 more. You got 2 more. Oh. Last one. Okay, I'm gonna set that down. We got that balance again. Yippee skippy. So I think I started on this side. Okay, so standing on that bent leg, circle. Whoa. This is going to be fun if I'm already, before I even lift my foot. So touch the floor whenever you need to. You need that point of contact. Go the other way. So we're trying to keep this leg stable. So let the hands do what they need to do. Okay, lift that knee up and down. Little hip flexor. Now if this starts to burn a lot, just shake it out, get back in. So I'm going to turn. Woo. Now bring it back, squeeze in. There's that leg curl again. Squeeze up. 4. We're going to switch to the other side. 1 more. Okay, start with that circle. Up and around. Good, 2 more. And go the other way. How's your balance today? A little wobbly? Or are you solid? 4, 3, I'm kind of in between. 1 more. And then lift that knee hip flexor. Still standing on a bent leg. 4 more. 2 more. And then that leg curl. Squeeze up. So squeezing the back of the leg. Now the only resistance we have is our leg. 1 more. Okay, little upper body. Give your legs a break. Give your low back a little break. Go light. Okay. We're going to go bicep, press, all the way down. Okay, so it's like a little cheerleader move. So I'm going to use my 5s. You could sit for this if you like. Say, I won't stand for this. That was a bad joke, I'm sorry. Press up, down. Take your time. Bicep, Up, out, 2, 3, 4. So you got a slightly bent leg. Legs are helping to stabilize. You got 2 more. Up. Take your time. Notice I have my thumbs up, palms toward you. A little external rotation of the shoulder. Okay. Now, put your hips back. We'll go back to that. Bend those knees. You don't want to be like this. Bend those knees. And then you're going to kick back and in. Keep those elbows high. So you could be sitting for all of this. You just tip forward. Try to keep those elbows up. They're going to want to come down when your hands come down. Little tricep. Okay, just give me one more. Stand up. Now we're going to go backward. We're going to go out to the side, down, bicep. Ready? So 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, down. And again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, down. Nice, slow, controlled movement. I went too fast. Down. I'm in a hurry. I got stuff to do. Up, 2, 3, 4. Down. Okay, 2 more. I got coffee to drink. 1 more. Okay, we have that tricep kick back 1 more time. Hinge. Hips go back. Bend those knees like a squat. Okay, shoulders back, elbows high, and back. Back. Now, if you need to, see how I rest one hand and then the other hand. If you need that back support, take it. Try to keep those elbows high if you can. So we're going a little faster. You're like, yes, I noticed. 2 more. 1 more. Perfect. Nice job. Okay. Set that down. Again, we're going to use our chair. Okay, so if this is not comfortable for your shoulder, I'm kind of like, hey, what's up? Okay, you can always just lean. Or if you got a buddy or something, just make sure you ask, okay? Don't just lean on people, okay? Bend this knee. Now lift and lower. So now we're lifting to the side instead of just back. You could be doing this on the floor even, if you want to. I like the standing version, a little more core-centric, but it really depends on how it feels for you. Bend this leg. Definitely feel it here. So notice my toe is down. And the reason for that is I'm trying to avoid my hip flexor, my toe turning up. So I'm angled in a little bit. Okay, you remember those partials? They're back to haunt us. Okay, give me 2 partials. And then take it down. And again, you got 3 more. I won't keep you here too long, because that standing leg's going to get tired, right? 2 more. Partial. Working that hip, working that standing leg, working your core. 1 more. All the way down. Woo! Other side. I'm going to move this so I'm not off in the corner like I'm in timeout. Okay, so spread those fingers, find that stance, lift. So my knee and toes turned in, my toe is down on this leg. Now, even though we're sideways, you still want to pull the belly in. because that's going to create support all the way around. Now, if you want to put this hand down, you can. I should have offered that to you on the other side. Better late than never, right? I feel that. Remember, you don't have to bring it all the way up. That's too much. Okay, all we have left is the partials. Up. Partial. Partial. Down. Now, some exercises, like especially something like this, you're going to feel that standing leg a lot. Up. Okay, you got one more. Up. Oh, I felt that. Oh, you did a great job. Pat on the back. You did a wonderful job with that functional strength workout. I hope you're feeling great. Now, if you would like a little bit more core work, check out this mat core routine right here.